Hey, Donna Price here, and I am thrilled to be talking today with you. Today we're talking about mastering media, and so we are streaming live to YouTube, trying to master that media. So here we go. Welcome to the Women's Success Path. And I guess I don't know how to. All right, so figuring out the tech here. Welcome to the Women's Success Path training, the weekly training that we've been doing over the past few weeks. All of the trainings, if you don't catch them live, are housed in our membership site at Compassers Consulting in the Womenpreneurs Field Guide course. So be sure to check that out. And the link, I will put the link below. So see if we can get the slides to move along here. We've created a Womenpreneurs Success Path. So some key things that you need to put in place in your business to be successful. And the first one is your leadership, being the CEO of your business and company. And I see leadership, whether you're a small company or a big company, as very important. And components of leadership are vision, strategy, values, mission, purpose. Those are all the pieces that fall under leadership. As a leader of our business, we're responsible for the growth of our business and the impact of our business on the world, whether you're a solopreneur or a CEO of a large corporation or someplace in between those. So leadership is a key. The second piece in the Womenpreneur Success Path is marketing, like how we get our message out there. And it ties into leadership because we want it to be in alignment with that vision, mission, purpose, values. But it's also about how you position yourself as an expert and have that clear focus niche. Positioning yourself as an expert is part of creating content, educating people, storytelling, all the pieces of marketing to get your message out there to enable people to do business with your company. The third, critical, we have to have products and services to be in business, something that we're offering out into the world. So always looking at those and innovating those to be better, to be bundled in different ways, offered in different ways. So looking at the different ways that you can improve your business through your products and services. And then the fourth pillar is smooth operations, developing an operational plan. And this is key also, whether you're a solopreneur or a large business or somewhere in between. Having an operational plan is about having policies, procedures. This is the way we do it at XYZ company. And it enables you to scale your business, train new people when they come on board. So if you're a solopreneur and you've got an operational plan, because a lot of people think, oh, this isn't that important. It's just me. I know how to do everything. But when you're ready to hire that first staff, having an operational plan enables you to do that faster because you can train people in your operational plan. And it's also about how you create your business so it's a well-oiled machine and gives you that time freedom and work-life balance that we want. So how do we automate our systems and do that within our company? And then all of it, because pillars don't stand just on the ground, they stand on a strong foundation. And I see that strong foundation as you as the leader of the business have to be always working on yourself so that you can show up for your business and be fully present for your business. And that's your success mindset, your positive mindset, taking care of yourself, doing your own personal growth and development. And some of that is professional development as well. But that is the foundation that these four other pillars stand on. So the success path is laid out in the field guide. You can pick that up at compassraiseconsulting.com/field-guide, and kind of lays out the whole framework that we work with and the framework that we're using for these weekly trainings. So let's get going for this week, because this week we're going to talk about becoming a media mogul, or mastering the medium. So one of the important things, we have so many options out there for media, right? We have so many social media platforms. We have traditional media, maybe old-fashioned media, and the new media that's coming on board all the time. So getting really good at one is important, and deciding which one that's going to be for your company. And then you can add the others, or you can have the others that you're utilizing maybe in a different way. Like you've got your one that you're focused on. So important to have one that is your traffic media or medium, and figuring out what the best place for your company to be is. Not every company is going to be like, Facebook's not going to be the best place for every company. YouTube's not going to necessarily be the best place for each company. So figuring out where your audience is going to be so that you can focus your energy there and master it. So mastering media means choosing one way and using all your other media to support that. So I'm not saying have a YouTube account and no other account, or have a LinkedIn account and no other account, right? So if you choose YouTube, like post the weekly workshop, do a video blog instead of blogging, share your content on social media. So we're sharing from YouTube, or we're sharing from Facebook, or we're sharing from LinkedIn. And think of it as the same as you would if you were using Facebook or LinkedIn as your primary medium. Understand how that algorithm works and start playing with what's working, what's not working. That's what mastering it is. And then look to develop partnerships on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, or Instagram, wherever you're choosing to be. And a few weeks ago, we talked about developing that Dream 100 list. And I encourage you to go back and watch that training, because it's not your typical like Dream 100. So hack that process on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, wherever you decide to be. But the key isn't just the algorithm, it's your story and creating your content factory, right? So how are you sharing your story out into the world? How do we do that over and over again in different ways, maybe different angles, to get that story out there? So your content factory revolves around your story. So you want to turn it into a hero's journey, and you want it to keep and attract the attention of your audience. So it needs to be a compelling story, right? But don't make it up. Make it real, right? We've all heard all these sad stories, but the key is to make it compelling so that people engage with it. People don't want to engage with something that's fake or not really authentic. And in that story, you need to solve major problems that your students or customers have. So what are those problems? Identifying it. So is the problem business traffic? Is it business structure? Is it sales? Is it, how do we get more leads or more customers? That's one of the big ones that we hear. That's kind of what we're talking about today, right? So is it getting repeat buyers? So how can you solve the problem that your customer has? So we want to create a content factory. So we want to create some efficiencies, kind of going back to that operational plan, It's one of the things I've been working on in creating videos. Like, how do I produce videos efficiently, get them up on YouTube or LinkedIn, so that they're professional looking, but it's also done efficiently. So what are some things we can do to automate those things? And what are the best tools that we can be using? And so you can identify some of those tools in your story as well. And we've recently done that. I posted a video on using Brew as a editor and a way to get captions up onto the video. And so one of the tools that I've been using in my process, and we've just added another tool to that whole content development process, and working on like how to make it as efficient as possible. So you also want to talk about like what the results are, right? So your first 100 leads, or your first $100 in income, your first $1,000 sales. So you're working on creating this content, telling the story, sharing your results. And you're going to be able to talk about them uniquely from your perspective as you're doing it. So it's going to give you more authority and help to make more sales of your solution for your potential customers. So for a while, you might have to use some of your social media as a dumping ground. So that means if we're mastering one, we're spending more time there, and we're working on how to make that work really well, then we're going to spend less time in other places. And one of the ways that I do that is I am focusing on YouTube with the weekly trainings and LinkedIn with short videos. And the other sites, we syndicate content from the website out to those other sites, so that we're always sharing on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. But it's through content on the website and not specifically developed specifically for that social media platform. So one way to do this is, if you've chosen LinkedIn, you can, do your post on LinkedIn. Like, I've got a video in production right now. It's like I can see it, what's the right word, exporting right now, converting, whatever the right word is. And then I'm going to post it direct on LinkedIn. And then I can also post it, a rehashed version, on Facebook, YouTube, probably not on Twitter, but possibly on TikTok. So I export from in a version that'll look good on LinkedIn, and in a version that'll look good on TikTok, and in a version that'll look good on YouTube. So I export the same video 3 times, but the focus is on LinkedIn. So in other words, you're focused on finding buyers in a media, buying products, and testing methods. So you're using the media to help bring new users to, or new customers to, your business. And when we're deciding, is this media effective, there's got to be a period where you're testing it, developing it, working, kind of creating your success there. But then the bottom line is it working? And the way we tell that is there profit coming from what you're doing there? Because if there's no profit, then you need to refine what you're doing, test it some more, And then eventually you need to say, no, this is not working. So everything else, you're having fun there or whatever can lead to wrong decisions. Profit is the decision maker. So the goal. So the goal is a book by Goldratt, and it's an allegory story of a fictional plant manager. And in the story, people were measuring goals rather than profits. And we see this a lot, right? We create goals and we want them to be SMART goals and, measurable and all those great things. And they were making decisions based on achieving those goals. But the relationship between accomplishing the goals and being profitable were murky. So there's one thing, your goals should connect to your profits. So you need to be clear and on as straight a line as possible that your goals that you're measuring lead to profits, that you're not working on goals that aren't improving the profits of your business. So email open rates, I look at this, right? But the bottom line is I could have an open rate of 100%. But if it doesn't lead to money, if it doesn't increase the profit of my business, who cares that people are opening my emails? Because something in the email is not working, right? So you need to be clear on your numbers, but then know how that number, is the open rate really important if it results in no money? So you want to think carefully about the media that you choose for traffic. It needs to have a straight line to profit. In other words, you can clearly see the relationship between what you're measuring and what leads to profitable sales. It doesn't matter if other people can see it clearly. If you don't see it, it doesn't matter. So we have businesses that are successful and they've got a clear line to profit on every single media platform. But it does not mean that your company is going to work in the same way. So if you can visualize the traffic that'll click to buy your products, services, and recommendations, choose one where you, if you can't visualize, the traffic that's going to buy, then pick one where you can visualize that. So for me, I can see some potential customers on Facebook. I can visualize that, but I can visualize more on LinkedIn, right? So where should I invest my time? That's what we're looking at. So back to what I said earlier, you're going to choose to master one media and dump every place else. Don't automatically assume Facebook, Instagram are the answer for your business. So be clear, get clear on what a good choice for your business is going to be. Develop your Dream 100 network list. Go back and look at it in the field guide. I gave you that link earlier, compassrootsconsulting.com/field guide. Pick up the field guide. In there is the lesson on building a massive network, and you can watch that there. And you're going to learn how to connect with partners, promoters, decide on the problem that you're going to solve for yourself and for your business, develop a plan to solve it, purchase the right tools so that you can do it, and the right training, and then start solving the problem and documenting it daily so that you can share that. And then decide on the media that you're going to master. Find the very best coaching and tools to fit your style and plan out when you'll purchase them. Post your activity in the community to your community, but post it to my community too. So share it in the Facebook group, Visionary Womenpreneurs Facebook group. Would love to have you there. And decide on 3 posts that you're going to make on whichever platform you're on and get them going. So take action. It's always about taking action. Don't stay in the weeds so much that you don't take action. So I invite you to schedule your business accelerator session. During the session, we look at your business right now, look at where you want to be, assess what's stopping you or slowing you down, and create a plan to accelerate your results. And you can schedule that at meetwithdonna.com. And if you're interested in these trainings, get on my weekly notification list, compasstorsconsulting.com/weekly. Would love to notify you when we're going to be going live so you can join us live. And I invite you to subscribe to the channel as well. So make it a great day. Take big action in your business to make great things happen. And I will see you on the next training. If I can figure out where the controls are for everything. All right, take care.